Hello, have you ever wondered why most of the time your learners never ask questions in class during learning? Welcome to JobX Education Consultants. I'm Mr. Job, your global education partner, sharing with you the four practical tips to provoke learners to ask questions while learning. Of course, as educators, we must arouse learners' curiosity. Then, why is it important for learners to ask questions anyway? Asking questions reveals what learners are thinking, allows you to determine learners' prior knowledge, helps you understand learners' interests, as well as improve learners' retention capacity. The big question remains, how can I, as an educator, arouse learners' curiosity to ask questions? Here are 4 tips that are going to help you answer this question. Tip number 1, create opportunities for questioning while you are teaching. How often have you created opportunities for learners to ask questions? I'm going to give you examples of opportunities you may create in the classroom so that learners may be able to ask questions. Opportunity number 1 may be using a wonder wall. Do you have a wonder wall in your classroom where learners may post what they wonder about the lesson they are going to learn, or they wonder about the subject that they are going to learn at that particular moment at the beginning of the particular lesson? Wonder wall. I wonder why. I wonder when. I wonder what. Did the learners use the wonder wall in class? Do you have what we call question note, where maybe learners during their learning try to figure out the questions they don't understand very well as in the learning process and note them down and then drop them on the question note corner so that any time you can be able to check through the questions, or even fellow learners can check through the questions and find out what their friends or fellows want to learn about. Question note. Another opportunity can be in form of question in box. You can create a small box where these learners may drop challenging questions at the end of the lesson and then drop them in the box. And another opportunity is maybe when you use the see, think, wonder approach to your learning. It's simple. Learners may read about what they see. Maybe it can be from the image, it can be from a video, it can be from any other activity what they have seen or what they think about such activity or such video lesson and what they wonder about it. So as they are training themselves to use the wonder part, they are phrasing questions. Those are some of the opportunities you may create in class to allow these learners ask questions. Tip number 2, celebrate every question. Yes, I'm repeating this. Celebrate every question. Whenever a learner tries to ask a question, celebrate it by using positive reinforcement. Take an example. Maybe Mr. Job has asked a question in class. How do you respond to that? Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Job. Very good question. I like the way you ask. So such comments will enable learners feel interested in asking more and more questions. That's what we call celebrating every question that comes across in the classroom. Tip number 3, model how to ask higher order thinking questions. Model how to ask higher order thinking questions. Here, as an educator, we are role models to these learners. So try to use also a questioning technique that will trigger these learners, learn how to phrase the questions they are trying to ask. Let them know that this is an open question, this is a closed question. Let them have those tips before. So, and model them through also creating your own questions as during your learning and teaching process. So the more model you make, the more questions you model before the learners, the more adaptation it will become such questions, and the way it will become very easy for them to also phrase their own questions because they have some samples and examples from the teacher. Tip number 4, turn questions into teachable moments. Yeah, these questions should not be just there for questioning. Sometimes a learner may pose a question in class and you use it as an opportunity to drive your learning for that particular lesson in case you find the question is related exactly to what you're teaching about. Or in case the question is not related to that particular area for that day, you may pose the question to another day, or maybe try to ensure that at least most of the questions that have been asked in the classroom have been brought as teachable materials. So these learners will develop that interest, they will develop that curiosity because they know that their questions are valued. They have value, and then they will ask more and more questions. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mr. Job, your Global Education Partner. See you next time in the next video. Bye-bye.